Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast, baby. Don't recognize me? What about now? Hi, how are you? Where am I, you ask yourself? I am up in generic B upstairs attic space, and this whole place has confused me for a long time. I've always wondered what in the world is all of this, and I've learned. Generic has showed me a little bit. I don't have all of the knowledge, but for what I'm doing right now, he has really helped me out with some stuff. So, let me tell you about the longest journey and most tedious journey I've embarked on so far for this Call of Duty PvP type thing, okay? These bees. So, Killstreaks have been talked about, and it's the one thing that, well, while this is going, we'll come back here and we'll talk about this. But let's just go back on over to our place. People have been saying, we want kill streaks. We want kill streaks. You gotta have kill streaks. And you know what? Etho and I were kind of up in the air about it. And we still kind of are. We want to test it out to really see how it's going to play balance-wise. Because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If you're trying to balance a game mode, basically what you're doing is you're saying, okay, if you're doing great, if you're doing a great job and you're destroying the other team, we're going to make it even easier for you to destroy the other team. It's not, oh, if you're doing great, we're going to help balance it out by helping out the people that are doing terrible. That's what death streaks did in Call of Duty. Surprisingly, death streaks are gone because the community kind of didn't like them. So, for some reason, this game, and I guess that makes sense, you know, testosterone filled, boom, 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 I want to be the best. I want to kill everybody. Hold on, blow my whistle, coffee. I want to kill everybody. I got to be a murdering machine. I think the appeal to Call of Duty, at least, is not necessarily winning. I know winning is big for some people, but the most satisfying moment is that game you get where you finish up and you cleared every kill streak in the game and you just obliterated the other team. That always feels good. Or at least got some kill streaks, right? Like if I ever got like a chopper or an airstrike or something, I felt really good. So, I'm kind of running with that. I think that that's going to work. Like, it might not be best for balancing, like making very close matches. But at the same time, it could give more of a satisfying feeling if you have a good game. So, as you can see, there's these little potholes all over the place. Little holes that I've chopped out here. And each one of these holes has a kill streak setup in it, and each area is going to cover a 15 block diameter. This is something that Generic has made up, and I wanted to have him on to show this, but I think he's already got an episode recorded today. So here it is, kind of. Now I've kind of farted with this a little bit and maybe screwed things up some, trying to perfect it. Hey! I thought I picked you up. But here it is. This water is not really necessary. But let's just talk about this real quick. This is 6 dispensers. We're going to have 6 kill streaks. Okay? 6 dispensers. And each dispenser is going to hold a specific bee with a specific trait. The 6 traits we're going to have are as follows. First kill streak is going to be a nausea effect, which we can actually, well, we'll go through them. Nausea effect, that's first, lowest on the list. Second is going to be blindness, which we can see too. Third is going to be a sinister bee, which deals with like 1.5 hearts of damage if you're around it. So it's going to semi-damage the other team, right? Fourth is the demonic bee, which which lights only players on fire. Only players get lit on fire. Not wood, not blocks, not nothing. The 5th level kill streak is going to be a tropical bee, I think. That's going to have a poison effect, and the poison lasts for 30 seconds. So that's going to be big time. And then the last one's a radioactive bee, which is pretty much going to kill everybody on the other team. So the way this is going to work is, let's say this is the street, okay? These are going to be underneath, and I've kind of got this semi-functional. Let's see. This is a rusty queen. Have we got this set up? Oh, I haven't bred the rusty ones yet. So, but we can just at least test it. I'll tell you about this in a second. But let's see if we can get the effect here. Oh yeah, there you go. So you're walking, all of a sudden, this is all you see, just right here. So you're going to be, this is going to be second level. Level 2. It's going to be really easy to kill somebody if they have this going on. They're going to be walking around like a chicken with their head cut off. And maybe that worked. Did that bee go anywhere? It might have gone somewhere. I'm not sure. That's the sorting is what I'm working on right now. There's the glittering one. Where'd you go, bee? I don't want to lose you. I lost it. Where is it? Where are you, bee? Frigger. Aha, found it. Okay. Yeah, so the sorting. Well, here's how it works, okay? Generic invented this thing here, and it's so freaking brilliant. Who are you surprised? Absolutely not. So, here it is. You've got a block breaker over there. See that? That's a block breaker. This is a deployer. And that's an apiary right there with an obsidian pipe above and an obsidian pipe below. So what happens is the bee gets pushed out of one of these dispensers, and there's going to be these wireless signals. So let's say you call in blindness, right? It's going to trigger this dispenser, shoot it out into this obsidian pipe. It'll go into the apiary. After a few seconds, the apiary will break from the block breaker. The block breaker will shoot it down and around back into this deployer, and boom, deployer replaces the apiary. In the meantime, the bee that was in there falls down into this obsidian pipe, goes up, and gets sorted back into the system. Now here's where the problem was. I was messing with diamond pipes. And you can take a bee and you can go, I want this bee to go here, but it is terribly inconsistent. Broken, I think, if you ask me. It will just, it says glittering queen should go here. But I was still getting rusty queen and other bees going into that spot for some reason. So I use this apiarist pipe, and the thing about this, you can select what type of bee goes through here, but you can only select bees. There's like a default set of bees, and then there's bees that you've actually bred. And so I hadn't bred any glittering bees. I haven't bred any. So that glittering was not showing up in my list until I came over here, took a glittering, boom, 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 and then after they finished breeding over here, after they did this thing, then all of a sudden that option shows up in my pipe. So I'm going to have 6 different types of bees, so this can all sort out properly. Follow me? So there's going to be a lot of cool effects. Let's take a look at the nausea effect. Where's that button? There you is. Okay, this one, whoops, this one really is rough to deal with. Very rough. There we go. It should be in there, right? Oh yeah, there you go. So this is what guys are going to experience. And I'm queasy right now, just dealing. Oh. Okay, looking away from the screen. Don't look. Whew. Man. That's going to be the #1 kill streak. It's not super powerful, but it's enough to kind of disorient people, you know? And I don't know if this worked right. Yeah, where did that bee go? Ah, right there. Oh, because I don't have these things on the back. Yeah, this needs to be blocked up like that. So I still got to get this to where it works better. But yeah, so in 23 different spots we have this kind of set up already. And that wasn't so bad getting the setup put together. The worst part about this whole thing, the building and all that's great. That's no problem. But the worst part is getting these bees together. I think people were showing like systems that were using dispensers with splash potions and stuff, which is an okay idea, but this is a lot cooler, I think. I think this is going to work out a lot better. I am building right here is going to be kind of like a starting spot for teams. And this will kind of be where the beds are, I think, and where guys will respawn. And then it'll shoot them to their sides and whatnot. But it's cool. It gives like a nice view of the map and stuff, so I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, let me head on over back to this bee area, and I'll kind of show you a little bit. We're not going to get too much into bees because this is Generics thing, but I do want to show you guys the process that I'm going through and what I'm going to have to go through to get this all the way set up. It's tedious. Like, I was talking with Generic and I was like, dude, don't worry. Like, I grind. I don't mind grinding at all. Like, it's fine because I can kind of sit back, just watch videos, catch up on guys' stuff, and it's all good. But he said you might think twice about that after you get into it. And I'm certainly thinking twice. That's for sure. It's tough. Etho and I have had a little race to see who can get done first. And I think he's going to win. Like, get done with our parts of the map first. Okay, so here's 2 Rusty Queens. Great. Or a Rusty Queen. So I can breed these up, and then I'll have Rusty in my apiary thing. Apiary pipe. So here's the process. I've got this bag full of Rusty Queen, Glittering Queen. Oh! Yeah, these are... Okay. Yep. Let's see. I want to get this started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. Just 5 is fine. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what all of these need... Well, you know what? Let me take a quick commercial break and then I'll come back with you because my wife just got home. So I'll be back in just a second. All right. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready? Get ready to see what I have had to go through. It's torture, and you guys are going to hate it, and I'm going to show you so you know what I'm dealing with. So, here, I take all these Rocky Queens, which thank you very much. I went over to Pack Rat's base. He had a bunch of them. So I just used some of these, right? Rocky Queens, you can turn these into whatever you please. And you turn them into, well, we need to give these bees a bunch of characteristics to be able to work for our kill streaks. Number 1, lily pad. This will make sure that they work by a lily pad, I suppose. So, I've got 23 of those kill streak areas, 23 of those little setups. Okay? And each of them has 6 dispensers. So 23 times 6 is like 138, right? 138 of these bees I have to put this lily pad thing on. And you're seeing how slowly this process goes. And you may think, as soon as this gets done, it's injected it into the bee, it's done, right? So that's not bad. You could just grind away on it a little bit. Should be good. But let's watch. Let's watch what happens. I don't want to go away from this because I want you to see just how tedious. But my thinking is the end result of what this is going to give to us is definitely going to be worth it, right? I mean, for these kill streaks, they're going to be awesome. They're going to be awesome. You saw just the blindness and the nausea. It's very cool. If you're able to hit a team with that, this is awesome. So, and the other ones, goodness, when you see those, I'm not going to be able to show you today, but when you see them, you freak out. Trust me. So, here it goes. It's almost done. It's going all the way into it. Oh, but it's not done. You know why? Because some of these bees have several different recessive or several different traits that have to be changed. So this thing could take 5, 6 of these cycles just for one bee. And how many do I need? 130. 138. Now, you think I'm done? I'm absolutely not done. Each bee has to have, they have to have lily pad, and then they have to have largest territory put on them. Okay? On all of them. And then I have to put all the effects on them. Right? Confusion, darkness, radioactive, blah, blah, blah. Put all the effects on them. So that's now 3 cycles they have to go through. Not done. So they will work in the sorting system. I have to make them tarnished. Either tarnished, impregnated, corroded, glittering, rusty. You get the gist. It's going to be crazy. It's going to take me some time. Luckily, there's a little spot loader here, so this kind of works while I'm not here. So I'm very happy. Almost done. But this thing has charges. This is not miserable enough, is it? Has charges, right? Okay? So if it's out of charges, you have to run it through this synthesizer. Okay? Let me take one of these and put it in here. Yeah, this is good. Impregnated. That's good. So we'll have to run some bees through this. Oh, this is good. Rusty. Let's put Rusty in there. So this will fill up all the way to the top, and it'll give it 1 more out of 16 charges. So this has to fill up to the top 16 times. And then when it's done, once it's totally full, it brings it down to a poor quality. See how this one's excellent quality? This one's poor quality. So you need it to be excellent quality. So you put it in here, the purifier. And this has to run through like 6 times. And then you just put it back in here. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that one's done. It's hours. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it done. I mean, I tried setting up like a mass production thing, but it drained all of our MJs, all of our power. So not too good. But anyway, yeah, that's my process for right now. I do want to kind of play test this a little bit. Etho and I were kind of trying to line up our schedules to where we could maybe do that. So just in case we're going to, I'm going to cut right here and might come back with Etho to do some of that stuff. Not sure. We'll see. But I'm going to cut it right here. I'm going to just be doing some more melting. Is it going to work? Absolutely not. All right, just going to wrap up the episode here. So I don't think in this video we'll be doing the PvP with Etho or like testing the map out with Etho, but maybe for his video it might be coming out, whenever. Maybe I'll join him there, so you might be able to see it there. But anyway, I forgot to tell you, in Generic's little invention here, we're back in vanilla texture pack. This is the thing that makes it all amazing. This iron ore gate here that he put, it's just a pipe connected to this apiary, and this iron ore gate says if there's a missing queen or princess, send a redstone signal. So as soon as this is not seen, hey, there's a person there, or as soon as a queen is there, the redstone signal turns off, which turns on the torch here and here, which talks to these repeaters that are timed out like so. These are the red power repeaters. I think that's on 8 and that's on 7. So this one fires, breaks the block, comes over here, and then this one places it. So that's the genius of this whole thing. Really cool that he figured that out. But something that I've been needing to do, I want to talk about a couple things actually. You guys were saying that a lot of people want us to do zombie mode too. So talk to Etho about it, and we're both down. We're both down for that. So I've been working, let's see, where would they be? Over here? No. Over here? No, not in there. Maybe in this chest. No. But I am working on some soul shards in one of these chests somewhere to get some tier 5 zombie spawners. We're going to put them around the place, and we can have a zombie mode, which would be fun because that could make this kind of something that, if somebody's trying to make a video here and they want to have some fun content, they can just come in here by themselves, throw on zombie mode, and fight some zombies, which could be cool. So I'm working on that. But last thing, I'm working on this area here, and this is going to be where the teams start. I kind of talked about this earlier, but it gives a nice little overview of the map here, from both sides. And the thing about it is it doesn't really match. This is kind of like a war scene, right? And this is a little futuristic spaceshipy looking. But if you play Call of Duty, the interface are like what would it be called? I don't know. But like the loading screens and stuff like that are all very slick, futuristic kind of looking. But then you get in the game and it's a little more of a war zone type thing. So I think this works. I'm just kind of not mimicking, but just thinking, okay, loading screen is kind of like that. So let's make this like that. Whoops. So I think this will be cool. This is just going to be a small area. Not sure exactly. I'm going to have to talk to Etho, see exactly what we're going to have to set up in here. For sure, beds. We might set up a display screen that's going to tell you the score, but Etho, you'll see, I'm not going to spoil it, but he's worked out some really cool stuff with his computer craft. He's really figuring it out. So it's getting there. It's getting really cool. So we're about done. Aside from me having a long ways to go with the bee stuff, we are about done. So anyway, that's going to do it for me. I'm just going to keep putting this thing together. I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be very nice. Going to work out pretty good. And another little side thing, Etho's always so embarrassed about his goggles, and that kind of looks like the goggles that he wears, the Thaumcraft goggles. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to call it quits here today. And stay tuned to Etho's channel in his next video. We might be messing around on the map, kind of playtesting it a little bit. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next episode.